Hey guys, I'm trying to make my videos shorter, but it's really hard to because there's so much to talk about. But this is another update on the 76 Jeep J10. I took the carburetor apart, I cleaned it all up. It was really corroded. I could not get the jets out of there. It doesn't matter how much I tried. Matching screwdriver, whatever, I could not get the damn things out. But the jets are actually clear. When you squirt inside of here or squirt inside of there, it comes out of the jets and it comes out of the lower port as well. So there's no issues with that. So I'm just going to leave them. I'm just going to roll with it. I ordered a rebuild kit, and this thing has been rebuilt at one point. It has like a foam float, not a brass float. It even says it's been rebuilt on the side, and the previous owner said he rebuilt it. I'm not sure if it's a 2100 or 2150. I know a 2150 back here for the choke has like another piece to it, and the choke on this one is up here, or parts of the choke for it is right here. But I'm not really sure if it's a 2150 or 2100, because when you look at the bottom of it, it looks like a 2150. This bottom section with that little port sticking out is completely flat. It's not curved like a 2100 would be, at least from what I read online. So it seems like it's a later model 2100. I don't know. And what's weird is my Jeep is a 76, and I think they stopped making the 2100 in 73. So I don't know why it would have a 2100 on it. So, but anyway, I bought a rebuild kit for it. It's all coming in. I need to get this little rubber piece. This diaphragm on the power valve is, on the accelerator pump is bad. The power valve I've been soaking for days now. It has so much corrosion and crust inside of it. I think it's probably better just to replace it with a rebuild kit. Also, it was missing the check ball where this little weighted pin goes into the center right there. I don't know why I didn't have one, but it didn't have one, and I need that check ball. So anyway, onto the tailgate, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I got a new tailgate, and yeah, I know it is screwed up on that corner. It is really bad, but the tailgate is whole. That's all that matters, right? I can get a better tailgate down the road. It doesn't really matter right now. This is my original tailgate, so I do have the original one. It's actually in really good shape from here up. This is flat and smooth. There's no like major dents in it. This back panel is flat and smooth. This panel is really good shape. It's just missing the lower like 2 or 3 inches, and I'll show you what I'm talking about on this other tailgate. So this tailgate I traded a full-size Jeep, a late model grill for, the grill frame, a muscle grill frame. It says Jeep on the top of it, and a final edition center grill, which came from my Grand Wagoneer. I've had them sitting in the shop on the shelves for years, the last 2 years now since I moved here, and it's been in the storage unit in my other house for like 4 or 5 years. So I've had it for like 6 years, and I didn't need it, you know what I mean? So it was a fairly good trade, you know. I thought the grill had some dents, the plastic centerpiece was cracked in a little spot. You know, this thing has major dents in it, so it's even, you know what I mean? This thing has no rust on it though. This is the bottom section that's rusted out on mine. You see it's like a tube, a weird tube design. The only bad rust on this thing is right here. Not a big deal, that can be fixed. But yeah, see, mine is missing that whole tube thing on the bottom. And the tube actually goes into like little pins right there on both ends, and that's how it swivels up and down. So I needed this thing. So, but you can see how badly dented it is. It looks like somebody took a heavy tree or log and just dropped it on this thing, and it just completely damaged it. And you can tell this tailgate was used. I mean, it was used good. You see how badly dented it is in here on this panel all the way over. The center Jeep panel, I actually fixed it a little bit. It was much worse than it is. This bottom piece down there on the bottom where the tube is was actually pushed outward. I had to step on it on the block over here to kind of push it back down. So this center Jeep emblem thing is still pushed in some spots. Like right here, it's pushed outward, but the rest of it is kind of fairly straight now. So, but the problem is, even though it's kind of flat now, if you push on this end with something heavy, it's just going to pop out because the metal kind of has learned to stay popped out now. So that's the only downside. To be honest, I was debating on cutting this lower half, or this lower section off of this thing where my finger's pointing the line down here, and cutting off the rust on this one and welding this lower half down here, or lower section, to mine. Because to be honest, my tailgate is in much better shape than this one, besides the bottom section that rotted off. So I know I can do that. I just don't know if it's really going to screw it up or not, because if I cut this is double walled in here. I can only weld on the inside, or sorry, the outside. I can't weld what I cut on the inside. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. So, but it does work. The mechanism works great. I just lubricated it all. You can see it opens up. I got a tailgate. These hangers, my previous owner from my Jeep didn't give them to me, so I had to trade some more parts for those. But yeah, it works great. There we go. Got a tailgate. And my welding job, as far as keeping these side of the bed straight, is actually paid off. So you can see the tailgate lines up perfectly. So I did a good job on this bed. So that's what I wanted to show you guys, a little update. I got a tailgate, carburetor's taken apart and cleaned. I'm waiting for the rebuild kit. Gonna get this thing fired up soon, so be prepared for that. There's gonna be a video of me driving it around on the property. It's just the tailgate. I'm excited, but I'm still kind of bummed out. It has these major dents. So again, I'm curious what you guys think. Should I cut this lower section off and weld it to mine? Or should I just leave good enough alone? You know what I mean? Again, mine it's in great shape. Really, really good shape. It's just the bottom is gone. So you can actually see the remainder of whatever that tube design is right here. So it really does, I don't really have to cut that much off of this thing. It's just this seam right here. That's all I have to really cut off. To be honest, that seam right there is just this lower piece right here. That's all I have to cut off. So, but again, I'm worried if I do that, it's going to hurt the structural integrity of this thing. So, guess I'll leave it alone, and then down the road, I can always get a better tailgate and then sell this one. You know what I mean? Because it still works. It's not rusty, and people need tailgates. You know what I mean? So I could always make money off of this thing down the road when I sell it and get another one. So, the only unfortunate thing is it's black. It doesn't match my blue, you know, like this one does. And even if I clean off the black and paint it blue, a freshly coated paint is going to look off from this. So one thing with cars is I try to avoid parts that are different colors, but I guess you can't really avoid that on older vehicles. So, but I'll let you guys go. That's a little update. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, everybody.